10 animals we thought were extinct. Here are the most mysterious, endearing, and otherworldly animals that we once believed to be extinct, only to find that they were still alive. The instance of animal species going extinct has to be one of the saddest things on the planet, particularly when it's at the hands of humankind. Some of the most famous examples of ancient animals include the Tasmanian tiger, the dodo, the woolly mammoth, and the saber-toothed cat. Yet, very occasionally, an animal we believed to be extinct miraculously shows its face again, often hundreds, if not thousands, of years after we presumed it to be gone. Find out what animals are extinct or alive. New Guinea singing dog. Also known as the New Guinea Highland dog, this ancient species is closely related to the Australian dingo. After decades of believing they had gone extinct, a population was discovered in a remote region of New Guinea in 2016. It had been more than 50 years since there had been a confirmed sighting of the species. The dogs are famous for their high-pitched singing, and sometimes they howl together to form a kind of choir. Females also emit high screams during copulation. Pygmy tarsier. The pygmy tarsier is a nocturnal primate native to Indonesia that was believed to have gone extinct in the early 20th century. Yet in 2000, a scientist accidentally captured one of these cute extinct animals in a rat trap, unfortunately killing it. In 2008, scientists again captured 3 live pygmy tarsiers and were able to attach collars in order to track their movements. Kashmir musk deer. The Kashmir musk deer is native to Afghanistan, India, Pakistan, and western Nepal. They were thought to be extinct from 1948 until a sighting was recorded in 2009. The deer are currently listed as endangered due to habitat loss, and hunters target the animal for its musk glands, which are often used as perfumes. It's believed that these glands are an aphrodisiac, and they can reportedly sell for around $45,000 on the black market. Yet another one of these prehistoric animals that is still alive despite contrary belief. New Guinea big-eared bat. The New Guinea big-eared bat was believed to be extinct back in 1890, yet after 120 years, the long-eared bat was rediscovered by scientists who had accidentally caught it in a bat trap. As the species is barely ever encountered, there is not much known about it. The bat is currently listed as critically endangered due to habitat loss. However, there are currently conservation efforts to keep the animal alive. Chaconne peccary. Closely related to the Platygonus, which disappeared in the Ice Age 11,000 years ago, the Chaconne peccary was originally thought to be long extinct when a fossil of the large pig-like animal was discovered in Argentina in 1930. Yet in 1971, the animal was discovered alive in the Chaco region of Argentina. The researchers later learned that the indigenous people of the area had long been aware of the animal's existence. The Chaconne peccary is currently listed as endangered, but there are some reserves for it in place as well as breeding programs. Maybe they should have a category called alive extinct animals just to be a little more accurate. Tree lobster. Hailing from Australia's Lord Howe Island group, this insect is commonly referred to as the tree lobster or Lord Howe Island stick insect. The insect, which was often used as fishing bait, was believed to have gone extinct in 1920 after the supply ship SS Macombo ran aground, introducing rats to the island. Over the decades, a handful of dead tree lobsters were discovered, but it wasn't until 2001 that a pair of Australian scientists discovered 24 of the bugs living beneath a single shrub. 2 pairs were bred in captivity, and the efforts were successful in repopulating the species. Goblin shark. An extremely rare shark that lives in the depths of the ocean, the goblin shark is the last living descendant of the Mitsucarinidae, one of the more scary extinct animals, which dates back around 125 million years. While it was believed that the shark was extinct for a long time, it's now believed there are many of these so-called extinct creepy sea animals called goblin sharks alive. It's just that they live so deep in the ocean we barely see them, which is why they were considered to be sea animals that are most likely extinct. For this reason, they also don't pose any threat to humans, and they also reportedly have bad eyesight. The shark has an extremely distinctively shaped face and a collection of pointed teeth. Arakan forest turtle. The Arakan forest turtle is native to Myanmar. These turtles were believed to be extinct from 1908 until they were rediscovered in Asian food markets in 1994. It was believed that the turtle possessed mystical and medical properties, and locals consumed them as cures for problems ranging from infertility to poverty and unhappiness. The turtle is currently critically endangered and threatened by agriculture, logging, and bamboo harvesting. Coelacanth. Perhaps the most famous example of one of these extinct sea creatures was found alive millions of years later. It was believed the coelacanth had been extinct for 66 million years when it was rediscovered in 1938 by a South African museum curator on a fishing trawler, making global headlines. Scientists have dubbed the fish a living fossil, and many believe it represents an early step in the evolution of fish into terrestrial animals. Coelacanths live deep in the ocean, up to 2,300 feet below the surface, and can measure more than 2 meters and weigh 90 kilograms. Scientists believe they can live for around 60 years. While they've been around for 400 million years, they are currently at risk of extinction, threatened by climate change and accidental capture in fishing nets. Night parrot. Native to Australia, the night parrot is one of the world's most mysterious birds and is often considered the holy grail for birdwatchers. The nocturnal bird lives in extremely remote areas, making it particularly difficult to find. First recorded in 1845, night parrots were thought to be extinct for 100 years until they were seen again in 1979, and there have only been a handful of sightings of these alive, unknown extinct animals since. Birdwatchers have spent decades looking for the bird, fantastic giant tortoise. A rare species of giant tortoise, which was thought to be extinct for more than a century, was found alive on the Galapagos Islands. It was only recently that researchers discovered the Chelonoidis fantasticus, known as the fantastic giant tortoise. The massive animal can weigh as much as 417 kilograms and grow to be 1 meter long, with a lifespan of 80 to 120 years, prehistoric animals that are still alive today. After seeing this list of the unbelievable and unique animals that still roam our planet, you may be wondering, if these old species are still kicking it, are prehistoric animals still alive? Surprisingly enough, there are actually a fair few prehistoric animals that are still alive today. Echidna. Did you know our beloved Aussie spiky anteaters have been chilling out on this planet for an estimated 17 million years? Unfortunately, our sweet and strange egg-laying mammals are highly endangered, but conservation sanctuaries like the Taronga Zoo and Bonarong Wildlife Sanctuary are working hard to keep these cuties around. Komodo dragon. You can still see Komodo dragons in the wild pretty frequently in Indonesia, but these huge lizards have actually been around for as long as 4 million years. You may want to catch these ancient reptiles in a zoo, though, because they're pretty damn big, they can weigh as much as a human, and they have been known to attack people. No wonder they're not going anywhere. Gharial. All crocodiles, caimans, and alligators are ancient species, and you can tell because they're bloody and frightening. Among all of the old, scary animals that are extinct, there are a few that are such beasts, they haven't gone anywhere. This species of crocodilian, the gharial, has got to be the most prehistoric looking of the lot. With their long, narrow mouths full of buzzy teeth, gharials have been around for tens of millions of years in some form or another. The modern-day gharial is the last remaining species in its lineage. Who would have thought that there would be so many prehistoric animals that are still alive today? From some of the weirdest extinct animals to some of the scariest extinct animals on the planet, this list covers the biggest extinct animal speculations we know of so far. Keep your eyes peeled for updates on this list, as we're likely to add more scary animals that are extinct or may not be, whether they are extinct dangerous animals or simply weird extinct animals that have once walked this planet.